spent the past 10 years of my life studying personal finance on how to develop my finances to become financially free. And therefore, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you from my personal experiences and what I actually learned from other people who are smashing it out there. While in the course of this research, trying to develop my personal finances, I came across a video by Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. He mentioned that there is a particular habit keeping a lot of people poor out there today. You know, when we are starting out our financial journey in the first time, we've all got our different financial cycles when we get paid at the end of the day. But then, at the end of the day, when this money comes in, there is a particular thing that differentiates the poor and the rich people. Whenever this money comes in, the poor people develop the habit of paying themselves last, and they do this by paying their other bills like house rent, foodstuffs, clothing. They buy everything that they need, and then at the end of the day, they don't have anything to pay themselves or to save for their own selves because they have exhausted all the money that came in. And this means that they try to pay themselves last. But at the end of the day, there's nothing left for you to even pay yourself. But then there is a way that the rich people do this. Whenever their money comes in at the end of their financial cycle, they pay themselves first. And they do this by taking 10% of whatever is coming in, either your salary or your dividends or your revenue from your business. They take 10%, pay themselves first. After that, they can be able to settle other bills, because when you pay yourself first, you're going to feel fulfilled that you're getting paid and you're getting value from the work that you're putting in. And this is going to keep you motivated to keep doing more. When I was back home in my country, whenever we want to buy something new, either a new wristwatch or a new shirt or a new kind of set of shoes or a new gadget, we always save up funds for a while before we buy these things. But then when I traveled out of my own country, I met the biggest shock in my life. You know, whenever you are out there, you see a lot of people with the latest gadgets, the latest iPhone, the latest designers, the latest cars and all of that. And I was wondering, where are these people getting these funds to buy this thing? I started having conversation with a few of them. You know, I met different people from different cultural backgrounds. I started having conversations with them. How are these guys doing this? Because I'm also working towards attaining my financial freedom and how I can be able to get the things I want and all of that. And trust me, I was shocked when I realized that most of them are buying these things from credit. They're using credit cards to buy all these things, and then they continue paying these things for a very long time. And trust me, the average credit interest out there from any credit card company at all is around 22%. So you can imagine how much they are paying on these credits they're taking to buy these particular things. But then they keep paying this credit back for the rest of their lives, which keeps them on the poor radar, even when they try to, increase their financial stability to become financially free. They can't achieve this because they keep paying this credit for the rest of their life. You don't have any savings left from your salary or from your earnings, because it is all going towards clearing these debts that you have accrued from buying all these things that you don't necessarily, need for you to become financially free. So a lot of people are stuck paying debt that they didn't actually use to improve themselves or to improve their lives. This is called bad debt. But on the other hand, the rich people out there make use of debt called good debt, to improve their financial stability, to become financially free. They take debts, they buy real estate, they make proper investment or invest in businesses that can give them higher return. And when you receive these returns, you can be able to clear this debt without even feeling it that you're going to be financially poor for life. And the good thing is, when you're using debt as an investment means, for example, buying real estate, you don't have to pay taxes because you don't pay taxes on debt. That is how rich people use debt to, benefit themselves and attain financial freedom. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that successful and rich people pay themselves 10% immediately their funds is coming in. But then, what do you do with this 10%? We put it in our stock pile. Now, whenever you have these funds and save it for a couple of times, let's say 6 months interval, you have a lot of money paid from the 6 months of saving the 10% you pay yourself every month in your stock pile. And now what you do with this money that you have saved for a couple of times is you invest them into different investment portfolios. Like you spread your savings into different investment portfolio, because you're not paying yourself this 10% to blow it up on another different thing. No, that won't give you the financial freedom you're looking for. But after saving these funds for a couple of times, you have to invest them properly. And it is the funds that is going to be coming out, the returns that is going to be coming from this investment is called return on investment, ROI. This funds is what is going to set you on your financial journey and set you on track to achieving and attaining financial freedom. And that is how to make proper investment and save up funds to make investment. Because if you're waiting for funds to fall out from somewhere before you start making investment, trust me, you're never going to be able to make investment. But having your stockpile whereby you pay yourself 10% every month from your earnings, and then you save it for a while, and after that you can be able to invest them, and it is the returns that you're going to be getting from this investment that is going to set you on track to attaining your financial freedom. Another very dangerous habit that I've kept majority of people poor out there today is because they don't keep track of their finances. The money is coming in. A lot of us have found a way of making money. We're getting paid, getting good salary, but at the end of the month, everything is gone because we don't keep track of our earnings. Immediately, most people start earning high. The same way their spending is going to be going high. Your expenses is going high, your earning is going high, your expenses is going high, and this is going to keep you on a financial way that you're never going to attain your financial freedom because you are not keeping track. As the funds is coming in, you are blowing it up already and you remain in the same cycle. But then whenever you keep track of your finances, whenever the funds is coming in at the end of the day or at the end of the month, depending on your financial cycle, you keep track of every single penny you are earning. This particular amount is going to go into this aspect. This particular amount is going to cover my bills. This 10%, I'm paying this 10% to myself first, and I'm going to be saving it for a couple of while before I invest it to get more returns. And then this particular amount is going to cover my necessities. Like, you keep track of every single penny you earn, and in that way you can know and monitor where your funds is going, and it can be able to try to keep your expenses lower than your income, because this is the only way you can be able to attain financial freedom. You cannot attain financial freedom by keeping your earnings, your income, and your expenses on the same level. No, because you're going to be going in the same circle every single month whenever the funds come in. But whenever you find a way to keep your earnings and your income higher than your expenses, in that way, you know that you're working towards attaining financial freedom. And the way for you to be able to achieve this is to keep track of every single penny you're earning, and then ensure that you're living below your means. Like, you don't take all your income and then blow everything up, and then you remain on the same circle waiting for the next income to come in, and then you blow it up again. You have to keep track and also keep your expenses lower than your income. A lot of people have been stalked by the multi-billion-dollar social media platforms out there like TikTok, Instagram, literally controlling how we spend our money by involving in expensive hobbies. Whenever you're scrolling on these social media platforms today, you see different things that you can spend your money on, things that you can buy, to feel fulfilled in life. They keep dishing out this content to us every day, and a lot of us fall for it actually, because when you are going through these things, you see different things that you want to try out every day. But then, are you trying out these things for free? No. You're spending your earnings, you're spending your funds, you're spending your savings, trying to try out this expensive lifestyle and expensive hobbies that we engage ourselves in. And this is how these social media platforms have tamed a lot of people out there today by serving them with different videos and content on how we should spend our money. And this has kept a lot of people on the poor radar today. While I was trying to improve my personal finances, I believe that the best way for me to become financially free is by saving up money. I felt that the more money I pile up by saving them in the bank, I'll become financially free. But on the other hand, I wasn't getting there because the funds I was saving, I was losing them to inflation. Every single year, the prices of things keeps going up and the inflation keeps increasing by 2%. But then the funds that I'm saving, even if I save it in a fixed deposit account, the interest I'm getting on these savings are not even up to 1% to be able to beat inflation. Therefore, I keep losing them. But what real and rich people do out there is that they don't save this money for a very long time hoping to pile it up and become rich. No. After saving this money for a while, they invest them. Or alternatively, you can focus on making more money and then spreading your investment portfolio, like involving in different skills like digital marketing, affiliate marketing out there, sponsorship deals, creating content, video editing, like involve in other gigs in order for you to be able to make more money so that you can invest properly to increase your investment portfolio and get a lot of returns whereby you can set yourself on track to attaining financial freedom. Because trust me, saving money and piling it up is never going to make you rich if you don't use them properly in good and profitable investments. Employees out there and a lot of people who are earning salary are even paying higher taxes than the business owners themselves. People who employ them are not even paying taxes or less taxes. And there is a way these people reduce their taxes legally. Yeah, legally is the word, because if you don't do it legally, you're going to have problem with the government. But then, if you're working towards attaining your financial freedom, you should start studying how to reduce your taxes, the taxes you're paying, in order to be able to save up this money to make much more investment and earn more, because this is going to set you on the path to attaining your financial freedom. So if you're looking at how to reduce your taxes, there are different ways to do this. You can either operate under a business as a business owner, whereby your taxes are going to be reduced, or also you can invest in stocks, because as the stocks are increasing in value and making more money for you, you're not paying taxes on this investment in stocks, because you only pay taxes whenever you convert your stock holdings to physical cash. But then your funds in your stock investment can keep increasing every single year without paying a single dime on taxes, because you don't pay taxes on products or things you're holding. You only pay taxes when you receive a physical cash. And there's a way these stock investors out there do it, that they don't even, whenever they need cash, they don't even sell their stocks directly to get cash, because whenever you sell your stocks to receive cash, you're going to pay taxes on this cash you're receiving. What these guys do is that, for example, if they want to buy a car, or if they want to travel, or they want to go on other investment trips, they offer part of their stocks in exchange for different financial institutions out there to cover these bills. Like, it's a kind of, okay, it's tricky though, but it's just like you are getting these financial institutions like bank out there to pay for your trip, for example. You are not taking the physical cash from it. No, they are paying for it, but on the other hand, you're paying back with your stock. And because you're not converting your stock into physical cash, you're not paying any tax on it. This is a legal way to, avoid taxes and reduce these funds you're paying on taxes and save it up for higher and other profitable investments. And also, these rich guys out there, they take debt, like we call it good debt actually. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, this is his way of investment. He owns many different apartments and houses, real estate out there today, and he's not paying single tax on them, because he's not buying these properties with his own funds. He's not buying it with his own money. And when you are not buying a property with your own money, you are not paying tax for it. He takes debt from banks and other financial institutions out there based on the properties he's owning already, and buys this new real estate without paying a single tax on it. And when you are repaying these debts from the earnings you're getting from these properties, either from the rentals or the merchandise from these properties, you are not paying taxes on them, because it's assumed that you are using them to repay your debt. So this is how to reduce taxes legally and also use these funds to increase your investment portfolio. And the other bad habit that keeps a lot of people poor out there today is because they take too long to start investing. Now, trust me, it is okay to earn money. It is okay to earn from your job, from your salary and all of that. But if you don't invest them, there's no way you're working towards financial freedom, because your savings are going to be lost to inflation over time. Like I mentioned earlier on, every single year, inflation is increasing by 2%. But the savings you're keeping either in your bank account or wherever you're saving it is not adding up any interest for you. And even if it is adding up, it is not up to 1%. So if you're saving your money thinking that you're going to attain financial freedom, you are on a long run. You're not getting there, except you start investing as soon as possible, because it is only investment that can set you on track towards attaining your financial freedom, where you start getting returns on your investment revenues. You start getting investment revenues, start getting profit from your investment. And that is the only way to increase your streams of income and also expand your investment portfolio the earnings or the returns you're getting from your investment, you spread them out across other investment portfolio. And before you know it, within 2 years, 3 years, 5 years of diving into the investment lifestyle, you're going to see different things change in your life, because it is only through proper and profitable investment that you're going to set yourself out there to attain your financial freedom. So stop prolonging, stop procrastinating, start investing with whatever amount you have today, even if it is $50, even if it is $100. Sign up for any investment platform out there today, any stock that you want to buy. You can do this even from the comfort of your home. Sign up for any broker out there, stock broker out there that is operating legally in your locality. Sign up for them and invest in any of these investment stock markets out there, and you see how it's going to keep you in the realm, like it's going to push you into the investment realm and prepare your mind that you are now an investor. And before you know it, your investment portfolio is going to keep increasing. Feel free to like this video if you're enjoying it and getting value from it, because it sends me the feedback that you're getting value from my video, and it motivates me to create more of this kind of video for you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive notifications whenever I post a new video regarding how to build your personal finances and attain financial freedom, as I dish out content every single week. And trust me, everything you will learn from this video is completely useless if you don't click on this video on the screen to learn 6 different ways you can start investing and start using your cash properly to start making money for you, instead of leaving them and losing them to inflation. And see you in this video.